Hello, chess fans. Master Focus game recap. Tata still 2023, round 8. Magnus had 2 back-to-back losses in this tournament. Yesterday, he beat up on Rapport. Today, he's got Fabi. Hopefully, you guys know their history. Fabi chooses to come out in a very classic Ruy Lopez. Castles. Bishop E7. Some of you might ask yourself at this point, why not? Knight takes. Well, let's take a look at that. If knight takes, well, you simply bring the rook over. After knight comes back, we get the trade, and you can see the position here. You can see the eval bar here. Slightly favoring white, mostly because, well, you got this rook eyeing down the king. Anyway, let's continue. Just a little bit of basic theory there. We continue. And then Fabi plays A4. I don't like A4. I really don't like A4. Computers saying it's perfectly fine. But it's computer. I love the whole Steinitz variation where you just play here looking to play D4. That's what I like. That's how I like to play the Ruy Lopez. Also, you got to understand limiting, any active play over here. I don't know. Fabi doesn't play like that. I'm sure he has his reasons. He prepped this line, but you'll see why I don't like this. Right here, you just see in this position, Fabi's got the light square, which is supposed to be your strong bishop. I mean, Magnus can easily negate that bishop. Look at Magnus's development. Definitely leads in development. All of Fabi's pieces here, sitting here on the back row. I don't like that. And move 9, I just don't like it. Anyway, finally we get C3. Magnus doesn't even take. He just setting up his pieces. We finally get an exchange there. And then Magnus plays exclam. E takes D4. Knight takes. Bishop comes into the game. Developing, consolidation. Obviously, the rook play here was obviously open up the bishop here. Sometimes you'll see this is very common where you open this square up so the bishop can play defense. The rook can get active in the middle. Anyway, obviously, Fabi's plan was to bring the bishop back to liberate the pawn, do some kicks. Fabi looks to apply pressure down the middle, and then Magnus plays exclam. Knight takes D4, and you'll understand right here. Computer gives this an evaluation of brilliant. Double exclam. V-val bar is favoring black here. You'll understand in a short while. And this is where things unravel for Fabi. Blunder. Bishop C2. The computer's calling for rook here, if I remember that correctly. Just applying pressure. Just applying pressure. You would think that, I'm pretty sure even a noob would play like this. Bringing your rook to the open file. Applying pressure to the newly moved piece. Fabi doesn't do that. So for example, some of you might be asking yourself, well, why not E takes D? And that answer is very simple. After we get the trade, obviously you have to take with the bishop. If you don't take with the bishop, if you take with the queen, the bishop hangs. So you have to take, and then, well, you exchange down, but the ruthless, you just see the symmetry in this position. Classic triangle situation. Hikaru talks about these classic triangles on the board a lot. And you lose that rook. Anyway, Fabi plays the blunder. Queen comes in, threatening checkmate. We get the rook, E2, desperation move. Now we're just playing defense here. Double exclam. Rook comes into the game, and then king goes to e2. You might be asking yourself again here, why not here? And very simply, you end up in the same position, winning this rook again. You still can't take this. This is why the computer is giving Magnus these exclams, because if you take that knight, you just run into trouble. And Magnus sees this stuff. You get the knight, the rook takes. Computer is asking for queen g1, just protecting, trying to hold things together. Fabi plays this way. Knight comes in, bringing friends to the party. It's just not looking good. Anytime you start seeing players bunch up pieces in the middle of the board like this, you just know the other team's losing. So we get some trades here, and then now we're in endgame territory, and Fabi has to find this move right here. This is rook c1 is dubious. Fabi had to find e6. Very much not a human move. At this point, Fabi has 27 minutes on the clock. So, I think on this move, how much time did he take? A minute something? Not even a minute, and he plays here. I don't know why he used such little bit of time clock. Maybe if he takes more time, he finds e6, opening that bishop. This is the only thing that makes the game somewhat playable for white, where you win that pawn. Instead, Fabi plays rook c1. Rook comes into the game, getting active. And now Fabi finds this move. After takes, Magnus, as you can see, the double attack here on these two pieces. And very calmly, Magnus finds bishop d5. There are now two pieces attacking this knight. There are no other pieces that can come into the game and help defend. So as of move 33, Fabi resigns. I like Fabi. Fabi's my guy, man. I really wanted to see him win this, and just didn't work out that way. Oh, tomorrow Magnus plays Gukesh, who's been having a really tough tournament. But he did beat Parham today. I want to take a look at that game later. But tomorrow Magnus plays Gukesh. Magnus is on a tear right now. Tomorrow's not a day that Gukesh wants to play Magnus. Not how he's just like trying to roar back into the standings. Magnus now sits at 4th place, roaring back into this competition with 2 wins. Potentially a 3rd tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. I'll see you next time, folks.
Didn't listen to me then, I bet they feel me now. Time don't let me lose it. The booth not about to prove it. I set goals and pursue it. You the best to never do it. Invest my money talking fluent, stupid, ducking the Judas. It broke my heart, but over my eyes, you have no honor, I have no choice. Chasing the commas till I'm a goner. Been left for a minute. On my way home, mama, I promise, got caught up in it. Damn. Everybody eats when I'm batting at the plate. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, home, $1 million bet.